Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz for the BMF belt at UFC 244, the main event. I don't like this fight. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Diaz. Not because he beat Conor, just I don't think he's as good as people think he is. I mean, I probably get a lot of hate for saying that. Probably a lot of hates, dislikes for saying that, but I'm just saying how it is, you know. Diaz, like, he beat Conor, he beat Pettis, but he's a good fighter, but I don't think he's as good as people say or think he is, okay? So anyway, for Masvidal, Masvidal has great boxing and great kicks. He can throw many good body kicks, good leg kicks, good head kicks, good spinning back kick to the face, spinning wheel kick to the face, and he has okay power. He's not like one punch knockout power kind of fighter, but he has this great boxing or great combinations so that he can knock out people, like the way he knocked out Darren Till. So Darren Till hits harder than Masvidal, but Masvidal had greater stand-up skills, so that's how he knocked him out cold. He has excellent chin. He has been knocked out once before he got into UFC, just once, but he got great chin. He got knocked down by Masvidal. Darren Till and what's his name? Stephen Thompson. But he's got great chin. I don't think his chin is breaking down yet. And he can go 5 rounds. He went 5 rounds twice, once against Melendez, and the second time was against Benson Henderson. He lost 2. He lost both. It was a split decision loss to Melendez, and the decision he lost to Benson Henderson. I don't know if it was split decision or unanimous decision, but anyway, he lost the fight. But he can go 5 rounds. And for Diaz, he has he has long reach, longer than Conor. I mean, Conor McGregor is not the longest guy, but he has pretty long reach. He has very good 1-2. Not many kicks, and he used to not check leg kicks, but when you see the Pettis fight, he started to check the leg kicks, and in the Conor McGregor the second fight, he started to check leg kicks. And the first time he checked them, it hurt Pettis. Pettis is a glass. He's a glass. Okay, he hits people and he breaks himself. He's a fucking glass. He's a glass jaw rat. So anyway, he has okay power. He like Masvidal. Masvidal and Diaz, they're not one punch KO fighters, but they have enough power to knock people out if they connect precisely, or if they connect a lot, if they like volume punchers. He has excellent chin, but he got tested a lot. He got knocked out by Josh Thompson with a head kick, and then he takes a lot of damage. Like, he always bleeds. Like the Diaz brothers, they have so much scar tissue on their eyebrows, so they always bleed. So I bet he will bleed in this fight, and he's got good chin. But you see in the Pettis fight, the first round, he gets tagged like 2 or 3 times in the first round. And he wobbles a little bit. And he took a lot of damage from Conor McGregor. The first fight, he won, but he took a lot of damage. And then the second fight, he took tremendously a lot of damage from Conor McGregor. Like, he got knocked down like 2 or 3 times in the first 2 rounds. So I think his chin is pretty good, but he could get cracked in this fight. And he has supreme cardio. He has very, very good cardio. And for the cardio, I think his cardio is better than Masvidal's cardio. And he has supreme Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And if it goes to the ground, I think Masvidal has good wrestling enough to keep the fight on the feet. But if the fight goes to the ground, I think it favors Diaz. And one thing about Diaz is that he might be losing a fight, but one mistake his opponents make, he takes over the fight. Like the Conor McGregor, the first fight, and then the second fight, and then the Pettis fight. I mean, Pettis wasn't necessarily like winning the first round, but after after Diaz took over the fight, he just took over the fight, the whole fight. the first one, Conor McGregor. After he landed the 1-2 and hurt Conor McGregor, it was just over for him. And then the second fight, after round two, it was just all Diaz. I mean, the fourth or maybe fifth went to Conor McGregor, but once their opponent makes mistakes, or once their opponent gets tired, or once their opponents get tagged, it's very dangerous for them because Diaz can take over the fight. He doesn't get tired, so that's what I worry. Because I don't want Diaz to win, but I think Diaz could win this fight. Diaz is bigger than Masvidal. Masvidal is not a good big welterweight. He used to make lightweight. I mean, Diaz used to make lightweight as well, but I think Diaz is bigger. I was surprised how big Diaz was against Pettis. So I think Diaz is better. Diaz has longer reach. Diaz has greater jiu-jitsu, maybe better clinch game. I mean, cleaner boxing from Masvidal, but if it goes past 3 rounds, I think it could really favor Diaz. And if Masvidal gets tired or if he gets tagged on the feet just once, Diaz could take over the fight, and that's what I worry, because if Diaz wins this fight, it's gonna become too big. It's gonna become too big. I don't like that. And I picked Pettis to win against Diaz because Pettis, like, stylistically, Pettis is a good kicker. So against good kickers, Diaz brothers, they don't do that well because they don't check kicks. But Pettis is a glass. He's a glass jaw, and so this fight, I'm gonna go with Masvidal. I mean, I don't like Diaz, so that's, maybe I'm biased, but I think Masvidal has more tools on the feet. Like, he kicks very well. He has very good boxing. He has very good chin. He can go 5 rounds, and I think the early rounds, I think Masvidal will especially the first round. I think Masvidal takes the first round, and I think he could finish Diaz. Like, Diaz, not the best defensive fighter, so I think Masvidal could finish this fight. But if Masvidal makes one mistake, it could go to Diaz. Diaz will swarm Masvidal, and I could seriously see Diaz finishing Masvidal, like maybe TKO or on the ground. So, but I think Masvidal has more tools to win on the feet, especially on the feet. He kicks more. He has, I think, cleaner boxing. So I'm gonna go with Masvidal. I'm gonna go with Masvidal, but I'm worried for Masvidal because Diaz could win this fight. He's big, and once it takes over, he takes over. So I'm worried, but I'm gonna go with Masvidal. Yeah, I am biased. So what you gonna do? You'll do fucking nothing. Click the dislike. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.